crafty friends, this is the Papered Chef here. Welcome to part 3 of my Easter Bunny workshop series. In this series, we play with the Easter Bunny punch, which goes along with the Easter Bunny stamp set by Stampin' Up. The Easter Bunny punch is already, I wouldn't say sold out. It's on back order, or not even back order. It's out of inventory, and it'll come back later, probably after Easter, but it is what it is. So I did a video the other day for those of you with the ScanNCut, and I just wanted to show you that so you can still cut out your bunnies. If you don't have the punch or you can't get the punch, just cut out your bunnies. They're very, very easy to cut out with the ScanNCut. And we'll color some that I cut out. So there's a whole tutorial on that. We will cut out some from just cardstock. We'll punch out some that are white, basic white. And we're going to color with the Stampin' blends. We'll color some bunnies. And then the project today is going to be how to decorate the little treat box that you have in your kit. These are still on clearance. An awesome deal. And how to decorate these cards. These are all the same card, even though they look really different. I did bling on this one. I don't think you could see it as well as I thought it was going to come out, but I used Memento Black on the shimmer cardstock that's in your kit. But I think I like coloring with the blends better. It just has much more detail. So this is the Dandy Designs paper, which is the celebration paper that you get for free when you spend $100 at my Stampin' Up! Store. So I'll show you that pattern. And then this one is made with the Flowering Fields, I believe. It's in your kit. And we'll just go ahead and we'll cut some of each. Maybe we'll even cut a third one because I have lots of scraps. This is a great card for when you're making scraps. You know, when you have scraps. I mean, when you want to use up your scraps. All right, so let's punch the bunny a few times. Get that going. So I'm just using this bunny because it goes with the punch. But again, use your other bunnies, and we can color some of those other bunnies too. Because we love bunnies. Bunnies are cool. Okay, I'm just going to use Memento Black. And I'm just going to go ahead and use my silicone mat. Stamp on there. Hold it a few seconds. All right, good. And probably just going to need one of them. I'm not really going to do much to that one. I just think the shimmer paper is beautiful, but I think you just get a lot more detail stamping onto cardstock. All right, so let's see what I could do to that. Maybe just, that's fresh freesia. So let's see if I couldn't just like maybe, I'm just going to maybe color the ear and the tail, maybe the little bit of the chest or something. This is called Tone on Tone. And I think I'm using the light one. Yeah, I'm using the light fresh freesia. See, it has this little area there. I don't know. I don't want to color too much of that. If I do, I'm going to lighten it up with possibly, and I like to do the little bit of the feet. But I'm going to lighten it up with what's called the color lifter, because I don't want it to be so dark up there. So I'm just going to use the color lifter. I don't know how the color lifter works on colored cardstock. We will soon find out. It works great on white cardstock. All right, now we're going to take, let's try, I think we can do a bunny on this one. But let's do the paper first, because we might need this as a background. So let's do the background. I'm going to go out to 3 1/4. Right? And then I'm going to, I'll write this down for you in a moment. 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Let's see. Just going to make sure that's it. I have these things memorized, but I should write them down. Nope, it's 3 1/4 by, oh yeah, that's right. 4 1/2, but that's just like a little bit. I think my trimmer's a little bit wonky today. I'm a little bit wonky today. Okay, let's try 4 1/2. Scissors, yeah, the scissors, okay. All right, good enough, good enough. And then we'll do it. So I just wanted to make sure I had enough paper. We'll get back to that in a minute. What I'm trying to do is stamp a bunny out of this, but I didn't want to have to open another pack of paper. I was using some from my kit, so I was just making sure my scrap is big enough. So we'll do a bunny on this. This is petal pink, by the way. It's the clouds. I'm going to make the ears get and the tail get in the white part. You'll see it kind of like that. Then it already has some texture to it. Yep, that'll work. We just need bunnies for each of our projects. I don't think that one even needs any extra coloring. It's already cool. And then let's take our little shimmer paper just to show you how I did that, because you're probably wondering if you could stamp onto this, and you can. And you have little scraps of paper in your kit this month. We already did a soft succulent. I thought that was kind of dark, so we'll see how it comes out with fresh freesia. And the gold, we'll make a couple bunnies. Hold it for a few seconds. I think Stays On would probably work better, the Stays On ink, because it's like much darker black, but I don't know where that is right now. So we're going with the Memento. I didn't try coloring over because I think it might smear a little, so I just cut it out as is. Okay, so he's cool. I don't think I need to do a gold bunny. We're going to just do a white bunny now. A couple white bunnies, and we have the white piece right here. It was right here. Okay, so let's just do that. Because white bunnies are just so much more fun to color, right? Oh, that one got way dark on the ear part. Okay, that's good. Huh, I'm already getting ink all over my hand. Not a day goes by that I don't smear stuff all over my crafts. Ooh, I just love all these bunnies. Okay, let's flip this over since I've already smeared ink on it, and let's try to rub the ink up there. I think I already got ink on the back of the card too. The back of the card that was up there. Oh, c'est la vie. Oh, that one came out nice. Okay, let's cover this ink up so we can stop getting ourselves into trouble here. I think we have enough bunnies for all our projects. I could even make a note card or something. All right, so we're just doing the typical A2 card base. And I've already done the card base. And soft succulent because I was using the Flowering Fields paper. So let me show you that. Okay, an A2 card. I don't need to make the card again because I'm just using the other half of the cardstock. Let me go ahead and wipe my hands on my shirt. So this card was 8.5, right? It's an A2 card by 5.5. That's all. And I was able to get 2 cards out of 1 piece of cardstock. Just looking for the little spatula. And we're just going to go ahead and fold that. Now, use Pool Party's another coordinating color. Or like something that goes with this. Fresh freesia would work. I mean, use something that goes with this paper. So I want to cut one with the Flowering Fields, and that would be the soft succulent. We'll cut a couple others for the front that we can then put on paper that would go with the Dandy Designs. So the soft succulent does not go with the Dandy Designs, but it goes with the Flowering Fields. So just so you know. And then we'll do something else with the Dandy Designs. I just love using the Dandy Designs for all these things because so pretty, so easy. Okay, let's take this piece and we're going to put it on this piece. We might do the other side. We'll see. I think we'll do that side. So what we're going to do is, it's already probably 3 inches already. I'll write this down for you. Yeah, it already is 3 inches, so I'm going to go 4 1/4. 3 by 4 1/4. And that just gives us that extra margin there. Ooh la la, liking the layers. Love the layers. Now I took a little piece of this one. This is my scrap left over, and I went 3/4 of an inch. Let's get a couple of these because you need them for your little sentiments. Okay, so there's 3/4 of an inch long. We'll make them shorter in a moment using the punch. So let's now take this and assemble these layers. And then we're going to cut out the bigger piece for the outside. So I'm going to get these done. It doesn't matter because you're covering the clouds which way this goes. Okay, so now we need some contrast. So let's take a look. That might be nice in the back, but how would that look on the soft succulent? That would contrast over there. That would be nice. See what the other side is. Oh, no. See, you can't use that side. Too many flowers. Right? So, but that side is kind of cool. Maybe more like that, though. For a little bit, like, see the lighter side. Oh, I kind of like that. Tone on tone. We'll do that. So what I'm doing now is just making a card base. Or a card layer, sorry, card layer. 4. Oh, I meant to use that part because that was lighter. All right, now let's see what looks better. Yeah, that one's good. We'll cut off this darker end. So 4 by 5 1/4. All right, and then we'll do it again with Dandy Designs and after I write it down for you. So here are the measurements. Well, let's just go ahead and put that. Ooh, I'm liking the tone on tone. This sort of mottled look back there. Making sure it opens up and it's the right way. Oops, this way. So this Flowering Fields is like on clearance right now, or it was as of a couple days ago. And it's nice spring paper. It was last year's paper, but it's really cheap on clearance. Flowering Fields, but you have it in your kit. You have 6 sheets of it, so it wasn't like I gave you a whole lot, but enough to do this project. All right, so the card base, it went like that, right? And it was 8.5 by 5.5, and then we score it, right? And you score at 4 1/4. Okay. Wait a minute, was it like that? Yeah. 8.5 by 5.5. Score it 4. Yes, that's right. Score it 4 1/4. Okay, so that's that. Now we have DSP. So we're going to have DSP and, 1. And then we're going to have it, let's see, a little bit smaller. And then a little bit smaller. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So it's DSP 1, DSP 2, and then your DSP third layer, 3. Okay, so the first one is going to be 5. I'm a visual person. I have to look at it this way. 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, that's this outer one. Let me do the small one for now. Next, that was 3 by 4 1/4. 1/4. So then this one was 1/4 inch bigger. 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. All right, so that's why we have 3/4 of an inch all around the sides there. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Well, and we'll see if it makes sense when I do it again with the Dandy Designs paper. Let's grab that. All right. I will say hi to you guys in a moment. We're going to go 5 1/4. I'm just doing an outer layer. Oh, it's already 5 1/4. This is good. This flower paper makes a nice outer layer. 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, so we're using a different set of paper now, different color scheme. So that's good, right? That was that layer. 5 1/4 by 4. Let's look at the next layer. We want to do something sort of solid. Yeah, this would work. This one, Balmy Blue, this would work because it's kind of a solid. So we're going to go 4. Let's look at the second layer. See, I'm doing the 4 1/2. Okay, it's already 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. Okay, this is good. Good contrast. Boom, that's that layer. See how you got the nice, you can then see the flowers are on the side. And then we need something for the inside. No, I'm just looking around. I've got to find a good piece. I'm in my scrap pile. Plaid, possibly, yes. Or I should say, not plaid, but gingham. No, this one. Because it has the shade of this. It has the shades of like the Mango Melody pulling in the Calypso Coral. Right? It kind of repeats the shades. So that's why we'll use that set. Okay, so we're going to go This one will be 4, and we need 4¼ by 3. And that's how you make this card. Very easy, easy layering. And this is a pattern I go back to over and over again. It's kind of highlighting that outer layer. You know, you could see the outer layer. You give it a bigger margin on the outer layer. That way you can see it. But then this one is just contrasting. So that's why you do it that way. Oh, that star might look good. Oh, no, not for Easter, though. I'm liking the gingham better for Easter cards. But actually, I like the star side better. But for Easter, that looks better for that one. So just use up all your scraps. We could do this with flowers and more. You could do this with Design a Daydream. You have so much paper in your kit. You can make loads of these cards. Don't feel like you have to use the exact paper I'm showing every time because you have so much extra paper in your kit. Okay, sometimes my little things we be jamming. I'm just going to use tear and tape without trying to. I don't want to try to unjam it while peeps are waiting. So we'll just use tear and tape. No big deal. We never fret about adhesive. But I do use the Seal Plus because it jams less. But it still jams. It jams a lot, but it jams less than the Seal. This regular Seal jams all the time. But the Seal Plus doesn't jam as much, in my opinion. And people can give all kinds of reasons. Oh, it's the way you're using it. And I do rough up my adhesives. I do admit. I'm not super gentle with them. All right, so for this one, you'd want to use a color, a different. You can't use soft succulent. Just so you know, we use soft succulent because it's part of this. It's this color scheme. You can't go take Dandy Designs and stick it on there. That would look awful. So if you're ever wondering why do my cards look all weird, it might be because you're not using coordinating colors of cardstock. So you need to make sure you do that. All right, let's see. I have so many card bases already cut. I just want to see if I have any that are the color of the Dandy Designs. Like if I already have maybe a granny apple green or something already cut or something. Yeah, see, this would be one of the colors in there. You might not even have that color in your kit, but the point is, do you see the difference? This is a bright color. This color goes with that, right? This color does not go with that. See, these are different shades of green. So that's just to give you an idea. And I could use, even Pool Party would have worked. Well, it is Balmy Blue, though, so we wouldn't use Pool Party. We'd use Balmy Blue. Let's see. I don't remember if Polished Pink was in there. Ugh, no, that doesn't look right. Do you see what I mean? That you could tell something doesn't look right. You have other colors that would look good, but let's just say something like that. The point is, use coordinating colors. If you're not sure of the coordinating colors, just look on the back of the paper from the artist. All right, now for these, I just took this little part here. I took the punch, and I went from the outside, and I just made myself little edges for my sentiment by using the little tummy of the bunny. I was looking for a place. I was like, could I use bunny ears on the edges? And then I first was going to use bunny ears as the edges, but I'm like, no one will know that that's bunny ears. So then I just curved them like this. So try to use your punches for something other than just what you think they're for. This gives us a little, little something, something on the edge. All right, so that was for this little part. That's how I did that little shape. Okay, now we need, you've got a friend. You're a friend like no other. So, or we can just say hi. We can just do whatever on the card. It doesn't really matter what our sentiment is. We can even go ahead and use the thanks from the thanks a bunch. Any sentiment. I'm just going to use Night of Navy because it's very juicy. And I'm going to get this little sentiment here and just doop. All right, that has a lot of, I told you it was juicy. Wow, this is too juicy. But maybe it's the way it's not in the center. Okay. There, that's better. That's better because it wasn't in the center. Sometimes it's not just a matter of being juicy, but you want your stamping block, you want your stamp in the center when you're doing that. All right, let's look in my bucket of crafty goodness. So, I don't want to have to die cut any more shapes for you guys because you guys were given a bunch of die cut shapes in your kits. So you have loads of die cut shapes. I sent you all kinds that fit. So like that might fit. I don't remember which ones I even gave you at this point. I know I gave you rectangles and ovals and all. I know I gave you that little oval there. I'm just grabbing out a couple shapes here just to see if they fit. I'm just using random here stitched rectangles, but use whatever you want to use. And you can just cut yourself a rectangle if you don't have a die. But I don't sit and die cut every time I do a card. I just have like loads of die cut shapes already. Not just for when I'm making kits, but I always have extras for myself. So I always have lots of extra shapes. I even have shapes that even have like stuff written on them already. So that way I can just make a card quickly if I need a thank you card. Let's try that flag and see if that'll work. I think that one is from Stylish Shapes Dies. And I think you have that shape in your kit. But, oh, and there's 2 of you that I forgot to put this shape. So it's going to get mailed out tomorrow because I forgot to give you your shapes. You're the last 2 that ordered. So I just was like, oh, good, I have a kit. It's all ready. And I stuck it in the mail. And then I was like, oops, forgot the shapes. But then later I die cut them and it was like, cool. So they're going to come. They're already cut out. All right, so now we need to like ink up the edges a bit. We'll do a little bit of dimension so that, oh, I found a circle. I might just stamp on that circle too. We'll see. We'll see if I mess up those with this colors. So what I'm doing now is just getting out my dimensionals so I don't lose them. All right, so we're going to put the dimensionals behind those. So I want a little bit of like ink on the edges. So for the one that's soft succulent, I'm going to use soft succulent ink. So for this card, I'm going to ink up the edges with soft succulent because it's a coordinating color. But for the other card, we'll use Pool Party or we'll probably use Balmy Blue or something else. We'll use a color that's like a different color, maybe Petal Pink. So you'll see, like even the ink you have to coordinate that too, the ink around the edges. So what you need is like a little stamping block like this. So you could take so we can use Petal Pink for the dandy design. I'm looking, we could use here's soft succulent. So I'm going to open up the soft succulent and we're going to just kind of dip into it. It's kind of dark. So we'll just tap our little brush there for a second, right? Get some of that ink off there. And then you're going to just color the edges. Okay? Or, up and down. You could do an ombre effect on the sides or you could do half and half. But I just like to do that for dimension. All right, so then we're going to pop dimensionals on that. And we're going to, first we can just put, whoa, I got lots of hitchhikers there that came over here. I'm going to put a dimensional on that part, and then I'll put a dimensional on the other part behind it too. So that's that little flag that we punched out with the bunny. And we'll put 2, here, let's put 2 of these. Since they're stuck all over my hand, we'll just use these 2. All right, now and then I'm going to close the soft succulent because we don't need that anymore. And before we put it on the card, I like to sort of lay it out and see. So is it going to, like, making sure the bunny's going to fit. Well, before we color our bunny, sort of do that. And if we're going to have 2 bunnies, like this will make a great second bunny. Or even whatever, something like, we'll color one of the bunnies. That one's already colored, so we could just, I could kind of, let me see if I could do that. If I put it in the middle, that would work because I can always put the ears. I can always pop up the, like, I don't want to, you don't want to do the card like that. If you're going to put it, like, you put up the ears like that. Yeah, that'll work. So I think that bunny I'm just going to leave as it is. And the other bunny we'll color and we'll put that bunny behind. But I kind of like the tail of this bunny and everything. I don't really want to cover him up that much. Kind of like that. Just cover him up a little. So now we'll do this one with the blends. So let's see. We could use Fresh Freesia because that's a coordinating color. Let's see what I have in my bag. That's what'll determine what we color it. I could use Balmy. Oh no, I can't use Balmy Blue. It's not one of the colors for that one. Oh, that's Highland Heather. That's not it. Let's see. Fresh Freesia. This is Fresh Freesia. And this is Highland Heather. That might be neat together because the regular Fresh Freesia is too dark. Like, I think the dark Fresh Freesia makes the too dark of a bunny, which is why I've been using Pale Papaya. All right, let's try it. Let's try Highland Heather. Let's try this combination. Highland Heather with Fresh Freesia. We're going to see how that comes out. Fresh Freesia seems like it would be darker, so I'm just going to do that one around the edges. And whatever one's darker, just do first. Oops, I'm going down there to the tummy. I don't know how these two are going to mix up together. I mean, they're both like almost a similar shade of purple. We'll see. We'll put the other color. We'll put a different color in the back. All right, let's try it. Oh, this is actually darker. Interesting. It's dark. It's like a. This one I should have put on the outside because it's actually darker. Holly and Heather. Who knew? So we'll use it for the tail. I'm going to get in there with my pale papaya and just see if I can't lighten this whole guy up here. Then I could do like a little bit of soft succulent maybe for the eyes. Okay, let's try pale papaya. Let's try like that in the middle just to kind of blend these two. I don't want the bunny to be so dark. Later I'm going to show you all my projects and you're going to see that the pale papaya does go with the Highland or with the Fresh Freesia. Right now it's kind of looking mottled, but the more, you let things sit, they come out better. They don't look as funky. But I'm thinking I need to blend this one a little bit more with the... Nope, that's the Highland Heather. I'm going back with the Fresh Freesia. Okay, we need a color for the eyes. Let's see. Well, Pool Party usually works good for the eyes of a bunny. And then you get your Wink Estella. Wink Estella is always good to put on that little glitter pen going on. See what my glitter pen is. I got some interesting drying going on here with the colors, but I kind of like it. It's like I got a tie-dye bunny. I didn't mean to mix those colors like that, but I think it kind of came out in a weird way. Kind of good though. All right, so now we're going to take, if you can use your little color lightener, it's called color lifter, I mean, if you went outside well, it doesn't really matter if you went outside the lines here. Whole bunny's looking tie-dyed anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's put him over there. But he does go good with the petal pink, which is interesting. And then I already have from my ScanNCut other little things from my bucket of crafty goodness. So I'm going to put that one up there. I don't want to cover his tail too much. So I'm going to cover that tail a little bit, like move him up a little. And then I'm going to make his little ears go over the top of that one. And then I think I need a little Wink Estelle on this bunny. I didn't need to do anything to this bunny because I cut it out of designer series paper. Ooh, look how cool it is when you... The designer series paper is much more it absorbs the ink much better than the other one because I'm just going to make color his eye a little bit. That's all I'm going to color. But you don't really need to color the designer series paper because it already has that cool pattern. All right, see what's in my bucket of crafty goodness. I might be able to put like a little bird or a flower on there. All right, eggs. Nope, eggs are going to be kind of busy. We'll put them on another card. Carrot, maybe. Nope, carrot, nope. I'm just seeing it, maybe the bird. I think that card's too, you know what? I'm not going to put anything on that one. Maybe we'll do it on the next card because, or the bird possibly, because you know what? It's just like so crazy. Yeah, that would be cute. But the other background's so crazy already. I don't want to put too much in there. All right, we already got enough purple going on. Let's make the bird. Let's use this pale papaya for the bird. Squeaky, squeaky. That one is getting dry. Okay, and what can we use? This is dark pale. This is pumpkin pie. I found my light pumpkin pie finally, so we'll use that for the beak. All right, little mini dimensional, stick him up there. Just wanted to give him a little bit different color than the bunnies. All right, one card is done, and you can add your bling. You know, just use bling from your kit. Just grab some bling, throw it on there. I don't know, whatever you want to put on there. Let's see about these guys. These will be cute. Bling, bling. I'm just going to use a small one over here. Okay, so some little, those were called, I forget what they're called, but they're in there. Okay. So now let's just decorate the next card. So we have, let's leave that one there. And then we'll we'll see if we want to use this little sparkly bunny or another bunny. All right, oh, here he is. Here's the Dandy Designs. All righty, let's just lay it out here. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna save, I'm not gonna use that one right now. Did we not, we need to do the edges, okay? Put that there. Oh no, we can't use this one, that's not gonna match. We need to do a different one. Or not, so we'll just see, let's see. We need a different color. We're gonna go for the petal pink. That's because it's just gonna be like on the edges of this little guy. So we need, and then we're still doing our box, but I'll say hi to you guys before we do our little box. So we need a little bit of, all right, so I'm just gonna dip into the edge with the stamping block here. Just put a little bit of, yeah, that'll work. Just getting a little bit of petal pink on there. Oh yeah, that's a good color. Even though my petal pink's kind of dried out. I've yet to find my reinkers. I don't know where my reinkers are, but I did find a lot of colors. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so we'll put that there. And I might not put a banner behind it because I think it's already good. I don't think I need a banner behind it. Like a color, but you know what I'm saying. Like if I don't want to use the soft succulent one because it didn't match, but that one is going to be good. And then we can just kind of lay it out though. So something like that. Or this one that did coordinate. I mean, even just that, these two might look good together. Okay, now we're talking. Those two might look good together because they're both variations of fresh freesia, the fresh freesia. Huh. That's an unexpected, I like that one. Unexpectedly, I like it. And then I don't have to do any coloring. Maybe that's why I really like it because it saves me from having to color. All right, so we're going to put the little sparkly one down there first. Now remember, fresh freesia is part of the Dandy Designs. If you don't remember that, here, just to give you a recall, this piece here is actually from Dandy Designs. This is fresh freesia, but it's also part of this paper. So the fresh freesia color is in both papers. Here's a piece of Dandy Design. See, that's the fresh freesia color. So you can see that. So it's in both papers, but even though most of the other colors are not. Yep, that's cute. A little sparkly. And put a couple of these. And then I need a little bit of bling and a little bit of, I might put that one over there, and then I could put the flowers or the carrots somewhere. So I'm going to put this one. Oops, something got under there. My ink again. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to put flowers there. See, I don't know if you can notice, but there's a bunch of ink under there. Blobs of ink got all under there. So we're going to put some little flowers up there. See? Nothing flowers can't fix, but I don't want to cover the bunny's ear. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Okay, and then we could put a carrot down there in front of this bunny because this bunny needs to liven itself up here. And then we could put some more flowers up there from my bucket of crafty goodness just to even out the other flowers. Let's see if I have any that are already colored or a bird or something else. Let's see. I might already have a bird colored or the eggs. Let's look at the other eggs. Oh, yeah. Those eggs are better because they have a little bit of blue in them. We're not going to put the more flowers. We're going to put the eggs. Oh, there's already a thingy on it. And then we could put like a little bit of, see, you never know what you're going to do. Just kind of fun to try out stuff. A little bit of Wink Estelle on that bunny, because this bunny, since that bunny's so shiny, this bunny needs to be at least a little bit shiny, right? Shine on. Yeah, now the bunnies are both shiny. And be careful because this does smear. The blends smear a little bit on the cardstock as opposed to, putting it on the basic way. Okay, and I don't know if I need any extra bling on this one, but I'm not going to adhere that to the color, so we'll just see. All right, I have some pool party ones. Let's bling, bling. I just like to use groups of 3 bling if you haven't noticed. That one's small. We're going to put that small one down there. I'm going to put a big one up there because it fits nicely in the little square. And voila, we have another card. That was much quicker because I already didn't have to color the bunnies. And you can see they're completely different color palette than this one. And then this one was completely different as well. Those are the ones I did with the ScanNCut. Just use extra scraps in different ways. And then here's one more example. So all those are the same measurements. Just take your pick, just mix and match, just make some fun cards. And these are going to be great for spring. All right, so let's do this little guy with our extra bunnies. And before I close this one, let me see if I can just ink up the edges of this guy. So we'll use Dandy Designs. And I just want to get that little bit of petal pink going on the edges. All righty. So on the stamping block, I already had a little bit of ink, so we'll just do that. Tap, tap, tap. I like to get the little bit of ink off there. Okay, that wasn't very strong because it's not very... Not very dark, but it works. It still works. Okay, petal pink. Now, let's see if I have any baby wipes because my hands are really bad and I'm going to have to put carrots all over this one. I think I have my chamois, but that's not really going to clean my hands. All right, stopping with the baby wipes and just kind of cleaning that off. So if I have to stamp another sentiment, I will if it got too bad. I think it's okay because I have carrots and things we can cover it with. All right, so we have Dandy Designs. So I was thinking, we could try Pool Party. That would coordinate, or we could try Balmy Blue. Or we could try both. Let's see. Now this is all you have, it'll fit on your box, right? But we've already done so many of this one this way, so I'm just going to go ahead and color one of these guys because I cut those out of the ScanNCut. But if you have just your bunny punch, just go ahead and cut out the other bunny. I'm just going to try the dark Pool Party because I have so many Balmy Blue examples to show you. Oh, he's really dark. I must have got a new Pool Party recently. This is the blend that I use the most of, Pool Party. Because you can use it for snowmen and snowflakes and things. So I use this one the most. Okay, let's see. Let's try going in there with the light Pool Party. That's weird. It's weird how you can get them at the same time and the light one's like dried out and the dark one's not. Fun stuff. How dry I am. All right. All right, let's compare that to the Balmy Blue. I've already colored the Balmy Blue. Oh, and this is what the Fresh Freesia was supposed to look like. Not the whole tie-dye thing I had going on with the other one. That's when you use pale papaya with the Fresh Freesia. See, what a difference. Oh, how cute. I like the pool party one. I like the balmy blue too, but I mean, they all look different. He needs Wink of Stella. He needs a little bling on him. And we'll give him a carrot. So there's already a carrot. Maybe the carrot's colored. Yep, there's already a carrot that's colored. All right, so we need something for his eyes. Now he's already, I'm just thinking maybe I could use balmy blue for his eyes. Or actually, you don't need anything for his eyes. Yeah, you don't need anything, because see how the balmy blue didn't have anything for his eyes. All right, so now the measurements. This is easy. Easy peasy box. All right, so we're going to get the little scraps of dandy designs again. Okay, let me grab. Oh, wow, lots of you guys are here. I've just been in my own little world. Hello, Kathy. Nice to see you again. Hello, Shaz. Conabeer. Oh, from the UK. Cool. All right. Hello, Linda from StampCut and Create. Mary from Kansas City, Missouri. All right. Deborah from New South Wales, Australia. Terry P. And Betty's here. Deborah. Oh, yeah. The She Shed's coming along. I've been updating you every day. After this, I'll be updating you again on what my mom and I did today. We just like put some rugs in there. It's not my real floor. I'm gonna eventually get a real floor, like carpeting, laminate, something for the floor. But for now, we threw some rugs in there to help muffle the sound so I can start recording in there soon. Got internet installed today. Lots going on. Hello, Anna. Hello, Lisa from Canada. And Ginny from Alaska. Oh, so cool. I'm just going to, I'm cutting this 3 1/4, by the way. 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. 3 1/4 by 2 1/4, and then I'll get back and do the little 1/8 part. I'm doing the inside one because I just think that looks cool for the inside because of the polka dots. So let's just make sure before I get too far. That's the inside layer. And then the outside layer is going to be 1/8 bigger than that, right? So the inside layer is going to be, and I'll write it on this mat here. All right, Jenny is here, and I hope I didn't skip anybody, like Diana. I didn't skip you, right? And Yvonne is here. Pat, nice to see you. And Sassy. And Luis. And Becky. All right, nice to see you all. And Jen. Hello. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this little guy, right? Here, let's see if I can get 2 in 1. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to use that other one later. Anyway, 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then what you do is you go like this. You go 3, and then you go 1/4, but then you have to go one more 1/8 of an inch over for the outside of the box. So you go. So that was 3 1/4, which was 2/8. So it's 3 3/8. I'll write that down. 3 3/8. And then the same, instead of 2 1/4, it's 2 3/8. Is this like mangled on that side? Hold on, let me just trim off. Let me trim off a little side and then do this again. All right, so 2 3/8. All right, so that's going to be my little outer layer, like so. Ooh, and it has enough little pool party in there. It has like Coastal Cabana and pool party. I need to see, this is where I'm getting stuff. Like that's where it's coming from. Let me wipe this on my shirt. Because obviously all the wet ones are doing is making it worse. And we're just going to use, I'm just using adhesive for this one because who knows where the tear and tape just went. It was just here a minute ago, but it's already gone. The Stampin' Seal's raveling on itself, so I'm just layering this up. I'll find the tear and tape in a minute. I'm going to find it hopefully before I put this on the box. So you just want that little 1/8 inch margin for your little treat box. You cannot go wrong with like these treat boxes because they're assembled for you already. They're so easy to assemble. I mean, there's adhesive on them, and all you do is put them together like really quickly. So let's get one out of here. So these are on clearance, sweet little boxes. You have one in your kit, except for 2 of you. The 2 of you that don't have it yet, they're coming in the mail. So I'm going to mail them out tomorrow. So you just take this treat box. I'm just wiping my hands off again. And you just fold it. I mean, it's so easy. You see, and there's already adhesive on it. So the 3M adhesive, peel that off. You're just folding it along all the score lines. If you do get ink all over it, like sometimes I do that on purpose. We ink things like on purpose, like we did in the Seaside Bay workshop series, we watercolored the box. This time we're just using designer series paper. Either way, decorate your box. Don't have a naked box. Well, you know what you could do? If you don't have time to decorate your box, you could just stick a ribbon around the box, or you could like do a wrap of paper instead of adhering the paper straight onto the box. So that's it. I'm just going like that. I'm going to try to do two sides at once, but they do kind of get stuck when you do that. So just kind of maybe do one side and then push it and then do the other side. There, like so. Because sometimes the other side gets stuck. See how strong that is? Okay. And that's it. That's how to assemble the box. Like, it doesn't get any easier than that. All right, so now what I do is because I want the front of the box to be like that because I put the candy in the box. So like I like it to open, see, like this. And the M&Ms are gone. You saw I had not M&Ms, they were jelly beans. I ate all the jelly beans. What can I say? I ate the jelly beans. But you can fit a little box of jelly beans in there or some little Easter treats. So I like to decorate it like that with this side and the front. That way that's the front. But you don't, it's up to you. You could decorate the other side. You could put a ribbon underneath there, but I just put it on like that. All right, let's see if I can find my tear and tape. It was all under here. There it is. See, I told you I'd find it. So it can't be. It was like it couldn't have gone far because I just used it. So we'll put a bunny on here. We'll put a carrot. You could put some ribbon around it. I don't think I need another piece, but I'll just put like a piece on top and bottom. Only because I've already ripped it. Because it is called tear and tape. And once you tear it, you got to use it. This is one of those series that could go on to infinity and beyond because the Easter Bunny is so cute and you can make 3D crafts all the time. There's so many 3D crafts we can make. So we'll be doing a little box next time that my team member, Jean, demonstrated for our team as part of her tech challenge. I'm just trying to find a little circle I can use for the notch. I have loads of little circle punches, but she had a really good idea for the notch. She used the handmade tag punch to make her little notch in the box. So anyway, I'm going to try to find my punches before that tutorial, but I have all the measurements. I want to make that little bunny box. Okay, so let's put bunnies on this box. All right, and we're going to write down, I know you want the measurements, so let's go ahead and kind of section this off. We're going to say, we'll do it over here. So this was card, right? So this was the card over here. And on this side, this is the box. Just so you know, in case you're taking a screenshot. And we did the outer layer and the inner layer. So the outer layer, I have to do it I have to do it this way first. This is going to be, 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. Sorry, I have to just kind of do it the way it's memorized in my head. And then this was 1/8 bigger. So it's 2 3/8, the outer layer, by 3 3/8. So you're just kind of putting in a little extra 1/8 inch around the sides. All right, let's put some bunnies on the box. All right, I was trying to show you how they each look. Oh, they all look cute. But we'll do the pool party because we just colored them. But see how the balmy blue will look cute? And because there's little dots of fresh freesia in there, that would look cute. Right? They'd all look cute because this is Dandy Designs paper and everything looks cute with Dandy Designs. Let's see if we can let's see. This one is probably better to say, the Easter treat and everything, that little saying. But since I've already done that sentiment, let's see if I have any extra sentiments in here. Because it would probably be better to say an Easter treat for you. But I don't have any of those already, so we'll just use that friend like no other. And some dimensionals. All right, so let's see if we can't put a little extra on this side. So we're going to go like this. I'm going to do the little thing like we did to the other side. I'm making it smaller, and we'll go in there. Okay. Oops, that was a little wonky. Okay, so something like that. Oh yeah, that'll look good. Put a couple, pop him up, pop the little bunny up, pop in the bunny up with dimensionals, and pop in the sentiment up with dimensionals. Okay, I want the top. I like that little border that we did, so I like that to show a little bit. And then I'm going to probably put like a little bit of something on this one because, like I said, there's like little spots of ink. So I might put the carrot up there. Yeah. Just looking for my mini dimensional. I'll put a little carrot sticking up over the top. So see how if I put a carrot there, it'll kind of cover that. Yeah, that'll work. It'll cover that like part. So then this part I need to put flat. Since I want the carrot to cover it, I can't put this up in dimensionals. I must put that part flat. So just put a little tiny piece of tear and tape there. See, just kind of troubleshoot. If you have little spots of ink all over the place like I do when I craft, you just cover them up with other embellishments. I don't want the top to be covered, so kind of like that. Okay, you're a friend like no other. I'm going to put a little bling up in the top corner. I need a big bling because, see, to cover up the other blob of ink. And then that's already enough pool party going on all around, so we'll just use these other colors. I'm going to cover up one of these dots here. Nope, we'll cover up this dot because this dot is not a full dot. Okay, and then I'll take another big dot and put it over here. Cover up that little Costa Cabana dot. There we go. So that way you have like a little, a little bit of bling. And did I put Wink Costello on him? I think he needs some more. I mean, he's on there, but he's not shiny enough. And voila. And let me clean my hands off a little so I could show you these projects from all of the parts 1 and 2 and the ScanNCut. So let's clear this off. So I hope you like that. That's easy peasy, easy box. All right, so today, this is part 3, we did little Easter treat box. And then in the Brother ScanNCut, which was in between parts 2 and 3, I showed you how to make this part, like how to cut out the bunny. And then I made these cards as examples, but we didn't actually make the card in that video. I just showed you how to cut out and color bunnies with your ScanNCut. Today we made this card, and we made part of this card here. We did this card, and we did this card, or I did this card ahead of time. Okay, so here are lots of examples that you can play around with. And then let me grab my little bucket here. All right. If you have last month's paper pumpkin kit, the January paper pumpkin kit, you may recall that I did some alternative projects with the bunny in that with that paper pumpkin kit. So you could do something like this. So if you have lots of leftovers from your kit, just make bunny Easter cards, and you just go like that. You just put Happy Easter through the bunny, and I used I forget, Celebrate Everything, or I think it's called Celebrate Everything for the stamps. And that one's from the paper pumpkin for the Happy Easter. But you can use the Easter from, you can use lots of things. You probably could fit You're a Friend Like No Other right through there too. And our Easter from our set. Okay, now last time we made the bunny purses. So in part 2, I showed you, and Kathy, who's here, she was like the first one here today. This was her little project that she shared with me. And I've just made all these little bunny purses using her little samples that she sent me, which I'm going to show you one of her. I don't know if I have all her samples she sent me, but she'd sent me this one with a bunny on it, and then I just cased the design. She sent me this one with the Seaside Bay. Okay, so I cased the design and made all these little bunny purses using, this is Dandy Designs, and this little paper purse is made with flowers and more, and it's a little pocket. It's the double pocket. You can put treats in each side. See? Oops. Did I seal it? No, it's there. It opens up on each side. And then the more you make them, and the easier it gets. And you can put these little things from part 1. Oh, there's my empty box. This fits inside. By the way, these fit inside those mini treat boxes. But that's my empty box from my M&Ms. All right, this was part 2. Okay? Now part 1, we made little sticky note holders of our workshop series. Mini sticky note holders, and you have these in your kit, so, wait, is that one? Huh, did I not use Velcro on that one? I think I sealed that one shut. So also in part 1, we made some cards, which I'm going to show you. And I have I thought I had something else too that was like from a, oh yeah, I do. Okay, I have some more. So these are, this little ribbon is called Pool Party, and it's very easy to work with. But you can also use twine, which is easy to work with too. And what I was like, one of the things I did later to improve upon my design is instead of trying to get ribbon to hide into there, I actually punch holes in here. So that was like an improvement. This one was much easier to do. I used a hole punch for just the inner layers to get the twine. I was way quicker. Okay, maybe this is another one that has little. Okay, thank you, Deborah, for the thumbs up, and I hope you're all giving thumbs up, those of you that have stuck around. Thank you, Louise. She's saying great work, as always, and thank you, Deborah. Oh, yeah, how can you ever have too many craft supplies? I know, it was kind of like a funny question, Lynn. When I showed you my craft supplies in that reel that I unloaded, I'm like, I'm excited to open up my craft supplies, but I have to have some kind of style because I can't use it all in my lifetime. I mean, I love it all. I want it all. And it breaks my heart to even want to do a sale. But you know what? I just can't. It's gonna be a way to bless my customers. Let's put it that way. And it'll be like some kind of, some kind of flash BOGO sale. I'm trying to work out the logistics. But yeah. Oh, you saw a cute bunny in your yard today, Luis? That is so cool. Hello, BP, watching from Georgia. Luis is saying hi to all her American friends. Yeah, I think we need to name the she shed, Yvonne. We'll get to that. I'm barely keeping my head above water with all the stuff. But anyway, okay, these are the cards. So I showed you the rest of those projects. I wanted to show you these cards that we made in part 1. These are bunny cards. And this was when I used the fresh freesia and the pale papaya, and I showed you how I did that kind of combination. I like this one better. This one got a little streaky, but I like that kind. So just try out your colors. And then I had a couple swaps in my bucket here to show you. So this one, these are swaps that page 52, Easter Bunny. This was Kathy Schmidt. She's on here now. She swaps with me. She's my swapping buddy. And she used Thanks a Bunch. Wait for that card. So she's using Thanks a Bunch and the Easter Bunny. So that's where it looks like spring comes from Thanks a Bunch. I have another carrot card from Thanks a Bunch. I just thought this would go so well with our bunnies. And this one is from Susan Edwards. Okay, she's another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So she's on the swap too that I did, a swap. And then we have Sharon Sweet, who's one of the papered chefs. She's on my team. Sharon Sweet is on one of my papered chefs. So if you want to join my team, we do fun swaps. That's one of the many things we do. And look what she did with her Balmy Blue bunny. And I love how she used, I think it was Flirty Flamingo with the Balmy Blue, just for the little feet and stuff. I love how she used the pink in there. And she made a designer series paper card with lots of layers. So I just like to show you different things that are related to what we're doing. Okay, so that was Sharon's card, Kathy's card, Susan's card, related to our Easter cards. These were what we did in part 1, so if you missed part 1, we made this card, and you all have this shape in your kit. It's from Stylish Shapes and a little piece of fresh freesia ribbon. We also, in part 1, made these little sticky note holders, and then in part 2, all we did was make little paper purses. These were dandy designs, and this is called Flowers and More. It's a host paper, and I've been putting in all the kits. I'm going to put it in the kits again until I run out of it. Well, as long as I can put it in the kits. I'll put it in this next month, Playing in the Rain. Oh, that's what I wanted to mention. I knew there was something to mention. And then this I did with Paper Pumpkin, and this we did tonight. All right, so I have like 1 minute left. I try to go no longer than an hour. Thank you, Linda, and thank you, Terry and Betty. All right, last is Playing in the Rain is on low inventory. So if you want to participate in the March workshop series like I'm doing here, where we make all these Playing in the Rain projects, please order your Playing in the Rain soon, because that bundle will be out by the time I do the workshop next month. I mean, not like definitely out, but like 99% it'll be gone. So that is all for now. This is the Papered Chef. And have a very great day. And we will see you again real soon. Thank you, Sharon. Okay, bye-bye.